my beautiful angels, starseeds, and dreamers, welcome back. My name is Violeta. This is a timeless tower reading for you. Yes, you. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. All signs welcome. So, I'm hearing your energy is solid, but it's also fluid. How did you do that? So you set your energy. There's a baseline, and the baseline is amazing. But you're also going with the flow. So it's not just what you established. It's also what comes. It's almost like you're rolling with the punches. And it's not even punches. It's just life. Whatever comes to you from life, in life, you just go with it. You go with it. You roll with it. And it's beautiful. Aw. I'm going to use this surreal deck that I forgot to check what the name of is. Again, I should really do that and let you guys know. Maybe in a comment below later. But it's a really startling, surreal imagery that I found helps me get more interesting messages. Okay, so let's see what's coming to the collective. What's happening with the collective? Okay. Six of Pentacles. Right now, you're dealing with your relationships with other people and how much you give and how much they give. It's almost like you're only investing into connections that are equal give and take, right? Mutually helpful. And so you don't really waste your time with people who don't give anything, or who withhold things, or who, who are vampires, that kind of thing. You're really focused on what you give right now and the people who give back. That's your focus right now. And that's beautiful. It should be, give and take, equal give and take. I don't know why the angels don't want to say what's coming next. It's almost like a secret. Is it a secret? This flipped backwards. So, Queen of Cups, but in reverse. You have been in this energy of closed heart for a while. Something maybe hurt you, or someone used you, or something went wrong, and you were like, well, that's what's always going to happen, and so I'm going to close my heart. I'm going to keep it in this shell, safe and protected, and I'm not going to open it up for anybody, ever. I'm exaggerating, of course, but you might be a little bit of a drama queen. But listen, I'm hearing this is not... In order to be in relationships with equal give and take, you actually have to open up again. And that might be difficult for you because you've been so used to protecting yourself that you've forgotten what it's like to just be open when you meet someone, to just be open when you deal with someone. Just being... It's almost like you're always kind of naive, and you hated that about yourself, and you decided, I'm never going to be naive again. But by doing that, you put up two big walls, like too tall, too strong, and nobody can penetrate. But how are you going to find love or, beautiful relationships if... How are you going to let them in? How are you going to receive them if those walls are so big and strong, It seems like right now starts a period of your life where you're meant to look at your connections and how you show up in them and how you can open up more, because you might be holding back a little. It's like you're on the other end. Before you would be open, you would give everything, but now you've gone to the other end of being careful, being slow to trust, being closed up, being withholding, that kind of thing. And this is okay if you're just taking things slow, but it could be detrimental if you take it too far and just never trust anybody again, you know? Never take a chance on anybody. And so in order to receive your divine partner, those healthy connections, relationships, etc., you need to open up a little and start, I'm hearing start to practice that. Start practicing with people. Just open up. Just say something to a stranger. Not something earth-shattering. Just, let's say you are used to just going to establishments like coffee house, bank, whatever, and you're just like, hello, I need to do this, and then you shut up and you wait for them to do their job. Well, let's say this time you just kind of smile and you say, well, what a beautiful weather, or what a beautiful day, or how are you doing today, or something like just an open, just being open to someone else, not just being close to everybody all the time, but just opening up to a conversation. And Spirit says you don't have to open yourself up all of a sudden to everybody and to, you know, you're not supposed to, okay, you learn how to open up by opening up a little bit first and practicing until you can open up more to bigger connections, right? Spirit doesn't expect you to just all of a sudden be open, all the way open to the biggest relationship of your life. No, Spirit expects you to start just practicing a little bit every day. This happened to me yesterday. I just kind of relaxed. I wasn't so, you know, closed up. I relaxed a little and I just said something funny to the woman who was preparing my food. You know, I was like, well, I would like that kind of food, but I would just blow it up. And I made a joke. I made a silly joke to a stranger, you know, and she laughed, and instantly the atmosphere was just lighter, you know, and I felt like her day was brightened up a little. My heart was a little bit more relaxed. It doesn't have to be so serious and so focused and so closed up all the time. You can just have fun in random moments with random people in random places, you know. You just start opening up a little bit. That shell is just so closed up that it's time to open up a little bit. Just a little, okay? Just start practicing. You don't have to do huge, scary things. Just a little bit every day. Knight of Cups in reverse. I was just checking if the deck is not in reverse, and it's not. Knight of Cups in reverse. My friends, you've really closed your heart. What happened? No, I know what happened. You got betrayed, or, you know, you got hurt. And that kind of closed you up. Caused you to mistrust people. Everybody. The problem there is that you really put your heart away. You focused on, let's say, work. You were like, I'm going to focus on work. I'm not going to think about love. But you did it so extremely. You did it so hard that Spirit was like, what did you do? You completely closed it off. You completely closed the door to love. But why? I mean, yes, I understand why, because you were hurt, but you weren't supposed to do it that extremely, I'm hearing. Spirit was like, listen, it's okay. Whatever you did is for self-protection, self-defense. It's okay. Whatever you did, you had to do it. It's fine. But it's time to just realize that you went a little too far and too hard. And it's time to just retrace your steps a little bit and think about how you can open up again. Just start opening up again, little by little, because it's a big process and it's a big cycle that you need to learn how to do. And that's fine, because it doesn't happen overnight. Just try, you know, just try opening up to a stranger. Just have fun in a serious moment. Just you know. Just don't be so close to everyone all the time. That's what I'm hearing. Wow, that's a big message, you guys. That's a big message, and we've only had 3 cards. Jesus. Okay, what's coming? What else? What else is our guidance? What's coming to the collective? And this fell to the floor. The Emperor. Someone's trying to come in. Someone's trying to come in to knock at your door, and you're just not letting them. Nope. Nah. There's nobody home. There's nobody home. Go away. Sorry to laugh. It's just kind of funny. And if you relate to this message at all, if you resonate, you kind of find it funny too. You know, it's not so serious because you just understand that it's kind of ironic, you know. Someone hurt you, so now you're assuming that everyone's going to hurt you, and that's not true, and you know this, but you kind of accidentally close the door to someone, and that someone is out in the dark now and trying to, you know, knock, knock. Just really quietly, like, knock, knock. And maybe you hear this from time to time, knock, knock. But you don't open the door, and they're like, oh, it's, oh, my love. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry it had to happen. It had to get to this, you know. I'm so sorry that it happened to you and you had to do what you did. And now it's the huge task of, you know, going back to being hopeful about love. And it's really difficult once you've been disillusioned by love. So many times I'm hearing, not just once. So what is the guidance? What can we do? What can you do to, you know, what's next? What's next? 7 of Wands. Believe it or not, you're going to liberate yourself from this energy of closed for business, closed. You are closed for business when it comes to love, but you're going to be liberated soon. This is a big cycle that you're going to go through, that you're starting to go through. And I know you're a little bit tired of big cycles, but also I know you're ready. I mean, you're not ready, but you're willing to start slow, you know? You're willing to do little tiny steps and take your time doing it. No one's gonna rush you. Don't worry. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this person is not confident that if they come to you right now, you're gonna even accept them. And they're probably right. They're probably right. They're withholding their offer because they see what you're doing. You're close. You're giving off the energy of, I'm good on my own. I don't want anyone. I don't need anyone. No, thank you. Goodbye. And this person is just accepting it. They're like, okay, well, I respect your decision. And this is someone respectful, so that's good. That they're respecting your wishes. Yeah. It's what it is, you know, it's what happened. And let's see, what else about the situation? What else about this person, about you, about the situation? 2 of Cups in reverse. I swear this deck is not a reversed, like it's not upside down. You're just getting a lot of reversals because you're meant to bring them up, you know. 2 of Cups in reverse, you're just not ready for love, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Spirit says, yeah, take your time. Don't worry about it. You're not being pushed to, you know, date or to think about love, or this person is not going to be pushed on you. Don't worry. We got you. We understand it's hard, and We're giving you the time and space to process this, to internalize, to transmute, to open up little by little in time. And this is the thing. Spirit has always been so patient with you, but you're starting to be patient with yourself, because Spirit has always been patient with you. And sometimes you thought Spirit was rushing you, but actually that was you projecting on Spirit, because you were rushing you. You were rushing you. And I'm sorry to call you out, but you know this is true. The thing is, you're no longer rushing yourself. Yay! Well done. You're no longer rushing yourself, because you've started being so kind and understanding and patient with your own process, because it's not the fastest in the world. Sometimes some things take forever. You know, you want it to take a week, but it takes 6 months. It's okay. It's fine. You're doing the best you can, and you know this, and you give yourself the grace to just go with the process and not rush it. Confirmation for strong one. One more card? Okay. Ace of Cups. This situation has so much potential for fulfillment. This could truly make you so happy. This love that's going to come one day when you're ready, when you're open. You're attracting something because you love yourself, but it can't come in until you start trusting others again. You trust yourself, you love yourself, but you're resisting a little bit because this block of mistrusting others is still there. And that's okay. You have a right to have this block, but it's not healthy for you. Spirit is going to show you that there are truly wonderful people in this world who will give you just as much as you give them. And these connections are going to be healing for you. I feel like this is the whole message. Healing connections are being magnetized to your life to teach you how to trust again, how to open up again. It's not just you doing all the work. Spirit is helping you by sending you the right people. Okay? Queen of Swords in reverse. You don't have to be so harsh anymore. You don't have to be so all or nothing anymore. Cutthroat, I'm hearing. You don't have to cut everyone out anymore, because now Spirit sends you the right people who can show you that you can trust people again. Some people are really just amazing, and you're going to see that in this next period of your life. You've reached the end. You have reached the end of being closed off to the world, closed off to other people, of protecting yourself so much, because your whole life you've been protecting yourself so hard that you close yourself off to potential connections. And this cycle, you're meant to learn how to undo that. And it's going to be a hard one, because it's going to deal with other people, not just you. It's not a hermity, self-love kind of period, inner work. No, this is going to be outer. And I think you're ready to be put out into the world and meet people who are going to be mirrors to you and reflect things that you're doing, things that you're not doing, and things that you could try. People are going to show you, teach you. You've reached the end. Again, you've reached the end of the cycle. It's never going to be like this again going forward, but you have to break this cycle. You have to break the cycle. I'm hearing goodbye. You're going to have to say goodbye to somebody. You've said goodbye to somebody. You're going to have to say goodbye to some things inside of you that protected you before but no longer protect you now. The reason is you. What about this reason? Who's the reason? Your light irritates their shadows. In the past, you really triggered some people and they retaliated and hurt you and you retreated. You were putting all of your energy, all of your love, all of your attention on them when it should have been on you. And you've rectified that. Now all of your energy goes to you. But these people, how do you feel? These people are in the aftermath of meeting you. Meeting and losing you. They live in the life of their own making. They feel like they deserve what they got. It's okay to approach. You're going to learn how to open up to offers, to people to approach. It's right now, people feel from you, unfortunately, that it's not okay to approach. And they're confused because your big smile, your big energy, but there's a shield. The shield blocks the blessings, the abundance. That's mostly in love, by the way. You're not blocking other fields, just love. I'm feeling like your love is for you like a no-go zone. This connection is blocked. Exactly. There are connections in your life right now which are blocked. 2222. Connections that you wanted, but you blocked them because puppy love. You're protecting yourself from yet another disappointment. And that's okay. Love is not enough. I want to date you. Someone has a crush on you. Someone wants to date you. And you block that connection because you're closed for business. And now, in order to step into your blessings, your gifts, into your higher timeline, whether it's that person or not, or someone else, it doesn't matter who, you will have to learn to open. And my love, right now you're closed still. I have so much love for you right now and understanding, because I know how it feels, how frustrating it is to try to open when you're so closed. Because your whole life you've been closed, right? And you've been defending yourself. But then you opened up for just a minute and someone hurt you. And you were like, see, that's why I was protecting myself, and that's why I should continue to protect myself. But that wasn't the lesson. The lesson was that even if someone hurts you, you're okay. And so the protection mechanism is outdated. You no longer need it because you're strong enough to take whatever. So if you're strong enough, then why do you protect yourself? Not every person is going to hurt you, but you know, it's a numbers game. This person is going to disappoint you. The next person is going to disappoint you. The next one, blah, 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 blah. And then the fifth one, let's say, is going to be amazing. But how are you going to get to the fifth one if you refuse to go through the process? I think you've just closed the door on love in general, and Spirit says it's a mistake. You know what you're doing, and you're frustrated because you don't know how to open the door again, but you also know that you'll figure it out because you always figure things out. And Spirit says, no rush, no worries, you'll get there. baby steps. And Spirit is so proud of you for knowing yourself so well now, and knowing your process, and trusting it, trusting Spirit, trusting yourself that it's going to work out. You know it's going to work out, and there's no rush. So you're just going with the flow. Oh, I love it. Such a beautiful energy. Do you want some oracles? Because I want some oracles. Voice of the Soul's Oracle. I love this one. Final messages, you know, final messages. Final messages for this beautiful, beautiful collective. What is, spiritual message. This is a very spiritual message. You've reached a point where you trust the next step. You automatically trust it. You no longer doubt, you're no longer afraid, you're no longer worried about not seeing what's going to happen, you're no longer controlling anything. You've completely surrendered. You're in deep surrender. And you're really enjoying, you're starting to enjoy the process. You're starting to enjoy the journey, even if it's not so pleasurable. You're still enjoying it because you trust it. You trust it's for your own good. And that makes it fun. That makes it fun. Oh, I love your energy. Can't stop smiling. Love. My love. Love is coming. Love is coming, and it's coming slowly because there's no rush. You're going to work through this extremely, extremely big shadow of yours. There's an extremely big block on your heart, I'm sorry to say, that has been growing and becoming bigger and stronger with time, with the years, with experiences. But you know this, and you're willing to soften it. You're willing to address it. You're willing to work on putting it down for seconds every day, and then minutes, and then hours, and then days. And it's going to be a long process, but it's going to be worth it because it's going to bring you the love of your life. And you're no longer in a rush to get there. You've completely let it go. You've completely let go of anybody specific, anything specific. You don't care. Not that you don't care, but you don't care. Karmic message. You have paid up your karma. Freedom. This is about freeing your heart. You have freed your mind recently. Now it's time to free your heart. I'm so happy for you. I sense such incredible, magnificent, beautiful things coming into your life now. And you're doing all the right steps. And I'm so proud of you. You've never been so peaceful, so accepting, flowing so well. You know the process, you trust the process, you go with the process. You don't need to control it anymore. It just goes, it just flows. It's given to you as a divine gift from Spirit. This divine process, this sacred journey. And you love it. You're enjoying it. You trust it. You believe in it 100%. There's no more doubt. There's no more pain. There's no more resistance. Fighting it. Just nothing. You let it happen. You let it flow. You let it go. This is such a beautiful fluid energy. This is beautiful. I'm happy for you. Keep flowing, okay? This is the message, guys. Let me know if it resonates by leaving a comment, liking, subscribing, all those things. And I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.